everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Factorio. So today I'm going to make a small change to our real system here. It is not that much, but alright, yeah, I needed to get out of the map view. The trains that we have coming through the rocket drop-off, especially the one, in particularly the one that we use to bring science, now needs to go here. And then it goes all the way around to get back over here. We can make that a little bit, well, the rocket drop-off. So if I make a curve here, it can go back down and it just stays on this little loop instead. And then every once in a while, it's going to go the long way around to get fuel at the refueling station. So we're going to go ahead and... wow. That is some ridiculous stuff. Really? I saw an angle. We'll make it work. It's definitely not there. There we go. Huh. It's a little bit tricky sometimes, but in the end we find a way to make it work, right? So we'll put a exit over here. We need an exit over there. Move this one. Can put another chain signal in the middle so that we can split these up properly. And this one needs to be chain signal as well. And then that is fixed. Next up is a problem with with the green computer chips that we need to make supercapacitors. And the supercapacitors, of course, need to be brought over to here to make science. So this is not cutting it. We need to increase our throughput of green computer chips. There is not too much we can do. Blue computer chips are being used by the rocket. Well, there are things we can do actually, but not right here. This loop is pretty decent, I think. The only problem is we are backing up on steel, probably soonish, so we need to get rid of that. So we don't have a ton, but let's see if we can make an infinite loop for steel just by doing this. Just by hooking this up over here. I guess we'll have to put one here and hope this one... oh, perfect. Yes, that works. And now it seems we don't have enough power, so that's another thing that we need to fix. Alright, well, over here we still have a pretty big supply of copper cables. And that is something that we could utilize, because I don't think they are being requested anywhere. And over here we have a pretty big supply of iron plates. So with that we could solve our problem. Oh, we also have the turbo underground belts and everything unlocked. Yeah, sure, I know that. We are then doing steel plate productivity research. Sure. We could do this by robot, or we can try to filter this out and make a little area over here maybe. Like set up this whole block. This is an interesting expansion, man. It's you have to do some crazy things. Now this is like completely... alright, we'll save a little bit of space there, like so. But yeah, you have to do some crazy stuff. It's really enjoyable, but like everything here needs to be so compact. It's honestly kind of nuts. We could maybe even make a separate island just for doing green computer chips. But we'd have to bring the stuff over there, which is possible. We'll keep this one for oil products. Yeah, where do you want to go with this? Like the train network is kind of tricky to bring over here, but we could, I suppose, yeah, we could go through here and hook this one up to that as well. So, but then we kind of have to go across the island and then go over here. Honestly, it's a little bit nuts. I'm curious though. We have not sent our first rockets up yet, though the Factorio rocket is requesting it, but there's not enough on the planet right now. Let's see. No, we have 710 available on planet, so we're getting there, but we definitely need to work on this a little bit. Alright, let's, because this is also in the way, like we don't have the ability to build on that. And let's see, we need space for like one belt of output. We need 2 inputs in the center. If we bring this one up just a little bit, we're going to be able to fit like 12 of these machines in here, I think. Just barely, but it works. Alright, so we would have 2 inputs down the center. And then we continue building like this. And with that, green computer chips are set up. I did put productivity modules in each of these. Because yeah, every once in a while having some free extra products is going to be great. We don't have a lot of throughput on this copper cable stuff. So yeah, and also because there's a cliff here and we put the cargo landing pad there, I couldn't go underneath, so instead I turned this one up towards the top, and then it's going onto the side of this belt, and here therefore we have double computer chips on these belts. And I'm running that all the way down alongside this track, and I put some underground belts over here and put my like little balancer design onto the bottom belt, which is also bringing in green computer chips from over here, which like yeah, this production is super slow, so that will not cut it, and we needed that separate production. Also, this is not going to be super fast, but we don't need it to be super fast, I don't think. But with this, look at that, we already have the first green computer chips all backed up. This stuff is producing. I doubt that we could put yeah, I don't think that we could put production modules in there, but we could put speed modules in there probably. I need to get rid of this scrap as well, and then we'll go towards that island. I was wrong, productivity modules do go in there, so we'll have to make enough, I guess, by hand for right now, which really sucks. I don't really want to. Well, I could temporarily make like some machines that could do that for me, because this takes forever. And all it needs is the 2 types of computer chip. So we'll put one like this, and the other one is going to go like that. These ones will be making the first is level 1 stuff. We don't have the best production here. But yeah, we'll make it work. And then we'll have to put this out into other boxes. And then later on we'll put that in there. We could put... this is not an intermediate product. This is an end product, I suppose. That's fine. Like, we'll just let that go. But these things, they fit a crazy amount. Like, they fit 5 of these things. So their energy consumption is going to go through the roof, plus 40% times 5. But they will be producing a lot of extra stuff. We just need to keep an eye on. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Just in no time, we just eat up all that energy. It's just kind of crazy. Anyway, we'll build some more of these accumulator fields, I suppose. I'm looking at this train, and I'm thinking we will never have a full cargo on this before it has the 30 seconds past. That I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I also don't want it to drive continually, so we're going to do an item count instead for this thing, and it needs to be over 150, I suppose. Let's just set that. Let's just send it back around, because we can. Because I want to see if that actually holds true now. You know, it's important to test these little things. Well, of course, the 30 seconds is still going to be passing after some time. We have the 5 seconds of inactivity, which I don't think... maybe that one should be taken out. But yeah, this is definitely checking the right value. And then the 30 seconds, maybe we could increase this to 75 seconds, I guess, or 60 seconds, 1 minute. and then at least it drives with a sufficient supply, right? I think that will be advantageous. And also we don't want this thing to be waiting for too long, because we have other trains coming in as well with picking up scrap. Oh, look at that, that's already screwed. Ooh, our first 1,000 science is going up to the platform, it looks like. Ooh, we should really send ourselves to space. I had to pause first for a second, because I need to get rid of all of the stuff in my inventory so that we can, yeah, travel to space, because I think that for the moment we are done here. So we're going to take this opportunity to travel back to Nauvis. And then we'll see if there's anything we need to do there. We'll also have to get rid of all of this. Let's take this thing. We still have ammo. Travel to the space platform, there we go. Meanwhile, on Nauvis, we need to make sure that we are requesting the new science to be brought down. And we'll be transporting 1,000, so we will request 1,000 so that we have the full stock going down at all times. Meanwhile, I am flying over here, but we have a little ways to go. And with that, we have Vulcanus completed and Fulgora completed, and next up will be Gliba. We have to do this before we can go to Aquilo. And yeah, look at that also. We need to, when we build a space platform to go to Aquilo, we need to go first here and then there, or first to Fulgora and then up. And this is a long way out. This is deep into space, and we need to build a bigger, more self-sufficient, more aggressive type of craft to get there, I think. So that will be interesting. But we are not there yet, because Gliba is a whole new challenge in and of itself. And honestly, that one is completely throwing me for a loop. We got there with my friend, and it's just completely different once again, but way more different than Fulgora or Vulcanus. So it's kind of nuts. But I think maybe I want to go to Vulcanus. Ah, I think I missed it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to go to Vulcanus, because here we have an unlimited supply of these materials, and we could use it to make these productivity modules, and we can make them into the tier 3 stuff, I think. Maybe we need to research that. We have this one, and we'll drag it to the front. And then where are the other ones? We have the quality module, and I mean, sure, we'll queue that one up as well. But where's this one? That one is tied behind some other stuff. Epic quality. This is all done. Ah, we cannot make those until we are here, it seems like. Is it? Yeah. Alright, so for that we need Gliba. That is interesting. Alright, so then maybe we don't have to go to Vulcanus, because that is a bit of a waste. Alright, look at that. That is such a cool animation, man, still. And I love coming down over these accumulator fields. Alright, this thing is back on automatic. It is going back to Fulgora because it has the fuel to do so. It is over 10k, and we have 18k in the tanks. And with this, now we need to make sure that this science also makes it to our science thing. Oh, and that's the thing, we need to redesign the science, and we need to maybe place that in a different location. Yeah, because we are going to struggle, I think, with inputting all of these different science types. That's the word, that's what I was looking for. Alright, we'll go sideways, just like over here, underneath. and this one is going to go down like that. All right, that is going to be fine. We have a science pickup train, which I just saw going by. Here we need to set a filter as well for the electromagnetic science packs. We'll do it like that, and then we're going to limit the rest. And meanwhile, I have to wait. Holy shit. Look at all these robots coming in. These guys have red belts and red computer chips coming from over here somewhere. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah. Look at all of this stuff flying to bring me what I need. All of my requests. It's nuts. I love it. Alright, and I'm going to do something else that I think is smart. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to be putting in some buffer chests here. And I guess I need to make one more to make a full stack. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some requests in here of stuff that I would like to have on my person, which is basically what I'm requesting here. So here we could say, okay, I want a minimum of 100 of these tanks. And we're going to want like a certain amount of each thing, like 100 transport belts. I don't know why I want these. I guess to make some things, but yeah, we can request all these things. Like we'll say, okay, I want 100 of these. I want 600 of those belts, because that is what we're requesting, I think. Yes, now we'll have some belts. I'll request that in the next, or poles, and I'll request that in the next one. So we'll ask for 50 of each type of pole. And the benefit of this, like why am I doing this, is because right now we can see like these robots, they come flying from all over the planet, right? It takes a fair bit of time, and it's not great. So what would be ideal is if I have all of these requested materials here already. Oh crap, this is bad. I forgot to put a filter. Holy crap. Yeah, alright, I need to fix this mistake. Oh man. Alright. That's really bad. Alright, we'll have to put this back in the space station. That's fine, we'll put those in here as well, and then the problem is sorted. Yeah, the benefit is they don't have to go from all the way over here. Basically, I'm preloading these chests so that when I drop back onto the planet and I turn my personal logistics back on, right, all of this stuff is going to be available right here. And these robots don't need to fly from across the entire factory. Every time I land, they can come from just right here and then grab everything from these chests instead. Which is really, really beneficial for the efficiency, I think, that I don't have to wait so long. Like, it takes a little bit of time to set up, just like everything in Factorio does. But in the end, you're going to have like a much improved experience, and it's definitely worth the time of setting this up. We'll ask. Yeah, and I just need to check. Well, I have nothing that I haven't requested, so all I need to do is basically check. Okay, what am I looking for here? Right. We can ask for 50 of those and so on. I will continue, because this is the exact amount I have requested of every single item and no more, nothing else. Alright, now that is set up. We have everything that we need in these chests. Everything is requested. Basically everything that I have in my pockets right now is right here. So it is fully prepared whenever I need it, and that is exactly what I wanted. So that speeds up things considerably. Like every time that I arrive, they just grab it from this box, bring it to me, and then they start refilling these chests while I'm busy doing other things. So I don't have to wait till this stuff happens, and it's preloaded on the background basically, which is awesome. Anyway, now it's time to make a new design for our science. I also don't know if I'm making landfill. Landfill would be useful. But if not, we need to make a new location for the science. And we need to bring everything by train. Now this train can be rerouted to somewhere else, so that's okay, but then I also need to bring all of these sciences over there. And that is going to be slightly trickier. Well, I already bring everything over here, I just need to bring it to a station, I guess, and that will be okay. And we can make another station over on this side, just to load all the different sciences, and then we'll take it somewhere else, and we'll make like a modular design where we can basically just keep expanding the science. Now, as far as I know, like, we have absolutely no problems with power anymore whatsoever, thanks to our nuclear power plant. So all we need to do is we need to think of a good location for the science and start bringing this stuff over there. Well, I found a spot that I like. It is right here on the coast, on the northeastern side of the factory, where we have plenty of space to work. And yeah, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to design a input that accommodates all the different science types. We have, by the way, two inputs. We have the Nauvis science input right here, which is where I'm going to ship all of the science types that we make right here on the planet itself, and the space science input, which is where all the stuff from other planets is going to go. Oh man, look at this. There are so many trains. That's kind of horrendous. I think there needs to be another stop in here. We need to break this up a little better. This one can be replaced, because I think, yeah, we're not doing this the most efficient way possible. It's kind of unfortunate these trains don't choose to go another direction as well. I guess we could also put a train right here, because this, yeah, doesn't go the way that they need it to go, right? So we could maybe... man, really? Like that. This one is going to disappear. I'm going to go over there. That should be okay. And then here we need to hook this up like so. We'll have that thing over here. Splitter up there. We'll have an exit over here and an exit over there. And then we need to have one thing over here as well. And that one needs to be removed, I think. And this is another problem, right? Like, these things are all, like, we don't have enough train spots over here to send the oil. So the oil is backing things up. Anyway, problem after problem that we need to solve. But for right now, let's focus on the science part, right? So we're going to have to do a design that I thought of while playing with my friends. So we're going to have several sciences coming in over here, and we are going to go underneath, because we have in total, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 sciences. Right now there will be 10 when we get to Gleba. Then on Aquilo that will be 11. So basically we need inputs for 12, because I don't know, we might get something from another planet, maybe from far space, I'm not sure. But anyway, we need to have 6 inputs per science lab. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have inputs like so, and then we're going to get inputs over here like that, and then we need to find a way to make this scalable, I suppose. Like, yeah, with this it doesn't quite work, right? Like, we could put one in the center there actually. And would that work out if we put it out? Because I told my friend how I thought this was going to work, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to continue working like that, right? So he made the design, basically. He built everything up, and I have not. I just know that he found a design that works. We're going to go like this. And then we'll have like inputs like that and like that. And I think that works, right? That's scalable. So if we also put one over here in this corner, and we're going to copy this a bunch of times. Doesn't quite work out. I guess we need to copy it in this direction and then it works. No, not quite, because it doubles up those poles over there. Right, and we have exits on this side, so like this works. Or we need to accept that there are just double poles somewhere, but that is not something I want to accept. So let's see, we could leave a little bit of space, like a gap of 3, I suppose. 1, 2, 3. Because then we could still route things through. Right, and we have the space to make this a nice big area. I also need to hook this area up to the RoboPort network because I'm not getting new materials, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, if now we hook this up by power, we now have access to everything we need. Now apparently I don't have enough fast underground belts, so I'm going to have to hook this up. Yeah, alright, we can manage that. We'll make it work. Alright, so we need to think very carefully right now about how we're going to set this up, because yeah, we're going to have 3 inputs coming from the side. So we can have that flowing in through here, and then what we need is actually we should run this back in over here. Right, and the same goes for this over here. But then all of this needs to turn around. It's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, so we'll get rid of all of these. And then I'll set this up, I'll connect all of these the way I want them to be connected, and then I'll be right back. Well, you cannot tell me that that does not look pretty. Yeah, that looks nice. Alright, so we are going to have to combine some of these sciences. So we're going to have to do that a little bit creatively, I guess. We'll do... Alright, we'll split one over here, like so. And... we'll go like so. And then that one goes in there. And that is a 1. Here we need to combine 2 as well. And it's... Alright, I kind of put this too close, I guess. But I suppose it's fine. We'll make it work, of course. We could do it over here, just going underneath. Like so. Right, and then we'll have... a splitter on this side. Right, and then that will be okay. That one will be like so. And then later on we can figure, actually, yeah, we need to unload something on this side. If we have more science in that, then that can be combined over here and go onto that belt. For now this is fine, we'll do the same over here and then I'll be right back. Well, we have a little bit of a problem in that these chests are completely full. And I guess the only way to stop this is to just entirely get rid of it. And that is going to be super painful because it requires a lot of robots and it's just really annoying. But I think is what we have to do. I don't think there's much of a choice there. And then all of these other sciences, they need to be routed through here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start by removing some of these some of these items so that we have space. All of this is going to disappear. Right, the blue signs can be rerouted down here as well. Right. And I'll just make sure that I said, like, yeah, I'm going to get rid of the signs over here. Yeah, all of this has to go. Sadly, it's super annoying, but there's just no other way. Right. Robots are going to have to take care of that for me, and oh, here we go. We'll trash the unrequested because I don't want all of that in my pocket. Let's see, I do need the power connection, so we'll do it like that so that we have access over here. But yeah, this is painful, but we'll fix it. Well then, I fixed everything, and now I can see that science production actually is not as fast as I thought it was, but I think we'll make it work, because science is also not being used up that quickly. But anyway, I removed our science here, and yeah, I basically gave every item of science its own belt, so everything just comes in on a full belt. And I divided them up by 3s because we only have the 6 different science types that are being made here on Nauvis. And then I have this train, and I divided these up into different slots here as well, so that we have the exact amount of each that we need. I renamed this to regular science pickup as well. So we're going to have this thing go to the regular science pickup, and then it is going to go to, oh, what's the name? Nauvis science input, yes. We have so many of these now, man. All right, here it is going to be waiting for a full cargo, time passed, or inactivity. Here it is going to be waiting for an empty cargo, time passed, or inactivity. And I guess we'll make this one 60 seconds. So it has more time to unload all the things. We'll have to add the refueling interrupt, of course, and then we'll set it to automatic, which means that now it is going to pull into the station. Of course, I had to do this outside of the station, because if I put it in here, it would just make a random mess of these slots, and that would not be good. So we're going to quickly see this loaded up. 12k yellow signs, 12k, 14k, holy crap, that is a lot. But that's not even the full amount that it can carry, so that's kind of curious. How much of this stuff can we? 2k of each. Alright, well, I'm going to follow this along to the science location, the new science location that we have made. Of course, first it is going to refuel at the station, which is perfectly fine, because I made it so that they can pull out from here and go directly there, so this does not delay the journey in any way whatsoever. Fuel is full. Later on, I think I'm going to replace this fuel as well, because it's just no good to have it like this, right? Because the coal is infinite or finite and oil is not, so we can use an oil product for that. And oh, I need to get rid of that and fix it. Alright, let's have a look at this. We are messing things up a little bit. This actually worked out well. We need to move these over here. These are working out well. Alright, we'll fix that. No problem whatsoever. We'll set it to manual for right now, so that we can set this up. Yes, these need to filter out the green signs. We do need to set those filters, or we're going to have a mess, and that will be no good whatsoever. Alright, so we have the 3 outputs. This stuff is divided perfectly. Yeah, this one is going to go over here. And we'll go over here towards the back. And I guess we'll go underneath like that because it's just easier to make it work in that way. Alright, let's have a look. That looks incredibly good. Alright, so we are lacking the green signs at the moment, but all of the belts, like everything reaches all the way. We have red. Like, yeah, we'll have all of the 6 sciences from the planet over here by the end of it. And we have the 3 different sciences from our other planets up here. And here we go, we start producing. Of course, we could also speed this up a little bit. We could put beacons in here, we could put productivity modules in here, but that doesn't help, I think. Maybe speed modules helps. We could do that, right? We can do that. We'll have to do it from the map, and the robots can supply it. But that will be good. Just a little bit of extra speed in here. Look at that. And now all of our science is being distributed perfectly, and it is entirely future proof. And I think with that our video has lasted long enough, so thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more, and I will see you guys for another video either next.